if I said
If she shot the Pope,
I would say, what did he do wrong?
well, I think we have mutual respect for one another.
We've never had an argument.
We've had arguments.
Well, I mean, the little
We've had disagreements,
disagreements,
but we try not to get into a shouting match.
or that we're not talking all day long or any of that.
Well, if you could give your kids any advice, what would it be?
I think they have seen enough of how Joe and I react that we don't have to really tell them what's right or what's wrong anymore. I just got off the phone talking to Mary Margaret, just before you came in, and she's has a very, very nice man, Donato.
Oh yeah, he's a nice young man.
Yeah.
He's just turned 60, but he's a young man.
Yeah, but yes, and he when we are there, he just caters to me. You know, they have their kitchen and then they have a
Family room.
but it
on
got
a lower level, on a couple steps.
And so just as soon as we come in, we go down there, and then I still call him Huey Doo. He is getting our drinks, and you know he'll say, "Now, Mom, you don't have to come up, you know, because Mary Margaret's fixing dinner or something. No, yeah, if you don't want to," he says, "I'll fix your plate and you can sit down." And I'll say, "No, I can walk up the 3 or 4 steps," and he'll say, "Well, you know, sometimes I think it's a little hard for you." And I said, "I make it though, don't I?" And he said, "Oh yeah." He is so good, so good. Liam is
our son.
As our son.
We chose William, and then my mother-in-law just said, "Well, if we were in Ireland, he would be Liam."
My mother always called him Liam. I mean, he was never Bill, but
To her, yeah.
no, he was Liam.
However, his grandson, the first grandchild they had, the second grandchild they had, is Liam, and that is his given name, Liam. Mm-hmm. So we got William and Liam, and we got Liam 1 and Liam 2. You know, when Bill brought Kathy to Michigan to meet us, he was probably still in the shower this morning, and Peg and I were at the breakfast table, and Kathy came out. So we were talking a little bit, and finally Peg looks at her and says, "Kathy, Bill's got 4 kids. They're not going away. What do you think about that?" And she said, "Well, I've always wanted to be a mom, and I just loved the opportunity."
Yeah.
And Kathy and her family have
the edicts.
been so kind to our grandchildren. I couldn't believe it. She comes from a remarkable family.
Yes.
When we met her mother and father, first time Peg and I met her mother and father, when Bill and Kathy were getting serious about marriage, we met them at Kratz, however you pronounce that restaurant.
Yeah.
And so we were talking with Pat and Jim, and said, "Well, you know, Bill's got all these 4 kids. What do you think about that?" And without pausing a minute, Pat said, "That just gives us 4 more kids to love." She and her family have done just that. Our grandchildren have been so loved by that family. Mary Margaret and Lou didn't bring any kids to their marriage. They made their kids in the marriage. And Lou was really raised by his mother because his father died when he was, I believe, 4 years old.
Yeah.
And so Lou's mother raised him, and then economics being what they were, she moved into the house with her mother and father. So he and his sister were in the house with his mother, who was widowed, and his grandmother and grandfather. And so their opportunities were totally different. However, Louise has just absolutely loved the grandchildren that the kids have.
Oh, yeah.
And she's a lady that has had a lot of issues in her own life, having been living through World War II in Italy.
Oh.
And she said one time when she was talking about it, she said, first we had Mussolini, then we had Hitler, and then we had the GIs. And so it was just one thing after another, so.
And for them to go to school, they would take them.
This was the Nazis.
The Nazis, they would take them.
They would
make them go to school, but it would be like.
It was at night.
Night.
The children had to go and sit on the steps of the church, and then the Nazis would come by and pick up the kids, take them to school, and as Louise said, they were in a truck. It was not as though they were being put in limousines or anything. But they went to school, and then they would bring them back and drop them off at the church again. By that time, it was getting close to daylight. Each year around the November, we start receiving calendars. And we get calendars from every charity known to God and man. And then it's always to Mrs. Margaret Gerber. She's got her own checkbook, and she's writing checks to all these needy people.
That's all I'm writing is. But that's what it's there for.
My gosh, I don't think I've ever met any people that spoke more from their heart and from their soul than the two of you. You have just been fabulous. Even Joe has been fabulous.
The old grouch.
But I would like to thank you too, because you are just a remarkable existence in what life should be. And you taught Tim and I a lot this week.
You don't need to thank us, because you're friends of our kids, and we feel like that's what we want to do in life.
Well, you guys are fantastic, and we are blessed to know you.